Hey, it's CJ here. Welcome back into True Point of Creation and another one of our quick collage art videos. I'm actually really excited about this one because I found this piece and I just knew that I had to collage with it. It's going to have a bit of a food theme, so we're going to go through it, cut up some pieces, throw it together, and make a quick collage art project. It's going to be a start to finish collage art project. We're going to start it today, we're going to finish it today, and it's going to be awesome. And as always, I'm filming this in a time lapse so I can back it with some music and put it together as a YouTube video short so you can see that quick transformation in under 1 minute. You can go check that video out after we're done doing this one. So I have a bunch of pieces here. It has a food theme and I'm just going to try to cut them all up and throw it together. I don't really know if they're all going to fit together, so I grabbed a little bit of extra. If we don't use them in this project, we can use them in a future project. Let's see here. I have this hand smushing a tomato, and I kind of like the mushrooms here too. I kind of like the mushrooms here, but separate. I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this piece in there because it may be too much, and I'm trying not to cram them too much. I'm just making a quick collage art project, so it's not super detailed, but I really do love this hand. I just think it's awesome, and it'll go with our theme that we have going on here for this video. So, and we get the mushrooms too, so we get 2 for 1 in this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip it in here for the time lapse, and we'll get to cutting this one. I think maybe I'll start down here by the wrist. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool hand, and so I was like, yeah, I gotta incorporate that into this. I have another main piece that I really want to use, and I'm gonna have to try to build off of that. So that's why I'm not really sure if this one's gonna work, because it may be taking up too much space because the hand is really big. But I do like the hand, so I think that I would like to use it if at all possible. It does really go with the theme of this collage, and I just wanted a food collage. You know, it's funny because I know that I was wanting this other piece for this in my mind. I was like, oh, I really need this, and then I couldn't find it. Like, I have all these food magazines, I have food and wine magazines, I have so many different food magazines, Bon Appetit. Oh, I guess I didn't look through a bunch of the Bon Appetit ones, but I have a whole bunch of food magazines, and I just couldn't find the piece that I wanted. Like, I know it's there, I know I've seen it before, and I just couldn't find it having so many magazines. And I don't know, it's when you need that certain piece, you can never get that one piece that you really need. So, you know what, I'll probably find it after this collage is over and I'm done with it, and I'll be like, oh, there it is. But maybe if that happens, then I will make another collage based off of that idea. So, I don't know, just can't find it all. When you have so many magazines, it's hard to find all the pieces. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with having too many magazines. You could just not have the right magazine you need, you know, for your inspiration. You're like, I really need this element, and then you can't find it anywhere, and it's kind of hurts the creative process, you know what I mean? But I did find other elements like this hand, and I thought that that was really cool, and I thought I could probably incorporate it. But then I looked at it and I'm like, oh, that hand's pretty big. It's a pretty big hand, but it's kind of cool. So hopefully I can put it into this collage in a good spot where it looks good. I don't want it taken away from my main piece. That's the other thing, is I really like my main piece. I don't want it taken away from that. So this could be the main piece. This little hand right here, big hand right here, could totally be the main piece because it's so cool, but I'm not doing that. Well, maybe it'll be part of the main piece, I guess, but we'll just have to find out how this comes together, so stick around for that. Looks like we have the hand here. I love this hand. I really do. Check it out. Smushing the tomato. 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 However you want to say it, we have it. Looks like I accidentally left a little bit of black right there, and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. There you go. I'm going to cut you off. I'm not leaving that behind. You know what I'm saying? I got to get that off of there. We got the scrap left behind. I felt like I might have left some on the hand somewhere. Nope, looks pretty good, All right, we have our first piece. Tomato, 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 potato, potato. Okay, let's get the mushrooms out now. Let's get some mushrooms out. Are these magical mushrooms? Do these mushrooms make you hallucinate? Or do they just add flavor to your pasta? Not really sure, but we're gonna find out when we eat it. We may be dazed and confused when this is all over with. Or maybe you'll just be hungry, wanting some pasta. I have so many different food magazines that I want to start collaging with some food because I have so many. But I just haven't had the time. I always get a collage idea and I try to really make it quick and just go through it and do it real quick while it's in my brain, but you know, life happens and then you end up doing a bunch of other stuff. Let me cut this piece off here because it's just dragging on me. Get on out of my way. Where was I? I was down here, I think. I don't really know. I don't really know what's happening. I'm gonna get some mushrooms. I used to not like mushrooms, but now I would put the mushrooms on my food. Saute some mushrooms into my pasta bowl. Oh, it came out. There it is. We have 2 mushrooms stacked up nice. I think we can incorporate those since they're not very big. Oh, there goes the focus. Can you focus on my mushrooms? They will make you see strange things in the night. Okay, we don't need any of these scraps. Looks like there was a crossword puzzle on the back. We lost that. I don't know. I'm not very good at those crossword puzzles. Anyway, here is our main piece. One of our main pieces. I'm going to show it to you now. Go ahead and give it away. This is one of our main pieces. 1 second, I need my ruler right here. I want to straighten this up and cut this bottom off. So let me go ahead and straighten this up. The tricky part about this pile of cheese, this is my substitute. It's not the piece that I was hoping to find, but I was like, you know what? This is going to work just fine. I just got to make it right, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. Let me get this straight cut here. I'm going to cut this just to get rid of this text here. Okay, so there's 2 elements here. I'm gonna set that to the side. 2 elements here. There's this stack of cheese's hands. I'm gonna get rid of this guy, but I do want this hand maybe and the cheese grater up here. So, you know, even though I'm kind of lactose intolerant now, I'm still gonna use this because that's what made me lactose intolerant. I ate too much cheese, just like this. The problem that I'm seeing is I love it that the cheese is really tall, but it may be too tall for my image. So it's kind of sucky on that part, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that. I might have to make the cheese pile maybe not so tall. I think it'll still look funny if the cheese pile is not quite as tall, but we'll just have to see how it works out. But I'm gonna separate these. Let me go ahead and separate them now without messing them up. I'm gonna go like this, like that. Okay, I separated those. I want the hand. We'll cut that second. Let's go ahead and cut this out. So whip it in for the time lapse. Here we go. I think I'll probably start right here around his thumb. Oh, I did not even think about in between that fork. Oh no. That's gonna be something. Let's see if we can get in between the fork without making it too messed up. Oh man, that's gonna be tricky. I think I'm gonna need to add a little like rounded cut in here first. So I went ahead and added a little round cut inside there, and hopefully this catches up with it, because this fork, this in between the fork is really skinny. I didn't even think about that at all when I was looking. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll cut that out real easy. And then realizing in between the fork, I need those details. I need the extra background gone. I can't have his suit sitting there behind the fork. So let me cut these out and see what happens here. Okay, I think I got it, but I'm not even gonna check it. We'll check it at the end. I want to save it for a surprise to see if I actually did it or not. I'm gonna get back into cutting around his hand here, and hopefully there's not any more big details like that. Kind of left a little bit there by his thumb. I might have to come and fix that. That's not good. It's not good at all. In between his like knuckles there, how they're going in and out. I think I might have left a little bit of the color behind. Okay, I'm about to start working on all this cheese, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut into it a little bit so you don't see behind between the cheese there. I don't want to see his suit, but I am gonna leave the full tower of cheese here because I don't know how much I'm gonna want to cut off of it. So let's leave as much as possible, see if it messes up my main picture, which I'm pretty sure it does because it's just too much cheese. Is there such thing as too much cheese? Yes, I definitely think there's a thing as too much cheese, especially when you're dealing with the lactose problem like I've been dealing with recently. But that's okay. We'll fight through it. We make it through it. You know, it's just life. It's just how it goes. You get older, things happen. So I'm going to leave this down here, and our meatballs. Got our meatballs right there. I don't think this one, well, I'm going to work around his knuckles. That was kind of tricky on the other hand. Let's see here. Try not to, do that. Then he's got his big old thumb here. I gotta cut around this thumb without messing it up. Old Thumbelina over here. Okay, it's time for his butter knife. I don't know if that's the right tool for the job, but we're gonna keep it. Coming up the backside. And disconnect. And let's disconnect it over here, and then we're about to find out what happened with the fork. I think I started right there. Okay, here's the moment of honesty. Or truth. You know, oh, it's coming out on its own. It's coming out on its own. I think we did it. Oh, there's one little piece holding on. There it is. Boom. Look at the fork. The fork came out. Well, it's a little sharp. A little extra sharp there. Let's see if we could chop those little pieces off. Chop those little pieces off that were a little extra. I didn't bring them together. There it is. The fork came out pretty well, I would say. It looks like a delicious plate of cheese. Well, there is some spaghetti and meatballs down there, but we have a delicious plate of cheese. So it looks pretty good. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I think it worked out. I think we lost a piece of his thumb here. I think we lost a piece of his thumb or his hand or something here. Looks a little weird, but I think I cut it off. I thought it was the shadow or something. Oh, well, it's all right. He has this weird thumb that just kind of pokes up and grabs the knife. Or the fork or whatever. Okay, so we have this piece. We need that piece. It's a main piece to the collage. But also, I'm not sure if I can incorporate this hand as well, like the other hand, but it might be funny to have that hand and then this hand coming in from the other side. So let's see. Oh, you can see the print was messed up right there. You can see with the print of the magazine up there on the top. Kind of messed this page up, I guess. Who's in charge of the printing machine? I don't know. We're going to cut that off, though. We're going to keep this hand of cheese. Or the cheese grater and the cheese. No, no. Oh, no, I'm slipping out. I'm going out of bounds. I don't want to go out of bounds. We can do it. Okay, I don't want to mess up her nice nails here. Looks like she's got a manicure going on. A really nice one. She don't have those super fake nails, but her nails are definitely taken care of. Okay, I think we have it. Oh, we need to disconnect it up here. Okay, we have that piece. We just need to cut out the inside. Can you see between her hand there? Not really. So let's cut this little piece out here at the top. Do, 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 do. We slice. We dice. Put the cheese on, and it's nice. Okay, we have a second hand here. Let's see the first hand. They're kind of different. Okay, we have two hands here. This one's really bright. This one's a little darker. Maybe she just got a tan. She lives on the beach somewhere, and this person has not had a tan in a long time. They've been in the kitchen. So I'm not sure. We may need to pick one or the other. So I wasn't really sure about this cheese hand in the first place. I really like this hand, but I could also use this in a different collage. So I don't really know. I don't really know what's going to happen. Here's another thing. I'm really not going to know what's going to happen. Something's messed up on this paper. Something got messed up on the print or something. But I want to get this tomato. I want to try to use it for something, but I'm not sure if it's going to work because the angle and how his hand is holding it. But I had two of these. You can see one's messed up with the messed up coloring there. But I just need to get both of these and we'll see if they work. I'm not really sure if it's going to work or not. So let's set one to the side and I'll try to cut them out one by one, two by two. I'm going to try to make it still circle-ish, but I kind of need to make my own circle because of the way his hand is holding it. So I'm not really sure if this is going to work, but I figured I'd give it a try because you never know until you try, first off. But I thought it was cool, and I thought since there's two of them, I could probably make this work. It's just the weird angle and everything. So we'll go ahead and cut the first one and see how it turns out. But I kind of slipped right there, so that's not good. Okay, that one looks a little wonky. I don't think that works yet. So let me set that to the side. We'll grab another one. Look at what happened to this guy. He got cut out. We'll keep that. Maybe we'll use that guy for a scrap. This one, we're going to lose this lady over here. So let's go ahead and try. And I do notice the coloring since we did see that in the picture, but I don't think you'll notice it too much because they're so small. So let's go ahead and try this again. And then we're going to probably have to tune these. Oh, I just did a little slip rip on those. So I think we're going to have to come and tune this up with the scissors here. I was trying to round it out myself and it didn't really work out well. So I do like the top of it. There's a couple different things we could use, but I was hoping I could use these. We'll just see how this one comes out, and then we'll take the scissors to it and try to straighten it up. It's just weird and different, and I kind of wanted to use it, but you never really know. That one looks a little better. That one looks a little better. We cut that girl's mouth right off, her nose and her mouth. It's gone now. I don't think we could really salvage her for anything. Maybe her eyes or something. But we still have the other dude too, so who knows. Okay, so I just took a little second here and tried to fix up these tomatoes. I tried to fix them up a little bit. I cut around them, just trying to make them align right. And I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but you know, we're going to give it a good try. Let me set those to the side and clean up my mess here because it's getting messy around here. Okay, so let's see. I have a couple other pieces. These don't really matter, this Top Chef stuff here, but it's kind of like the Oval Office or something, but there's an oven. I don't really need that. I wasn't going to use that. I was just thinking of using these curtains, but it's a little tricky because the text goes over it here and down here. I don't know if that'll actually work out. Yeah, so because the way it aligns, I'm not really sure that I could actually do this, but you know, let me go ahead and cut it out and see if I can like incorporate it around the border or something, and then maybe I have to like glue these tops together to get rid of some of this text or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I just use half of it. It just seemed like a cool thing to add as an accent to the piece, because you never know. Look at the Statue of Liberty up there. She's got her knife. She's ready to cut up some vegetables. Let's go ahead and just cut around this one. I'll whip it in for the time lapse just in case we use it. So I'll start down here. Oh no, this is backwards. I can't see right. But I'm not going to take a lot of time focusing on the details because it's a curtain, you know, and it'll probably get cut off of the edge there anyway. So there's that piece. Go ahead and slice this piece off so it's not dragging down on me. Now let's cut from an angle where I can actually see what I'm doing. That might be a good plan. I just like the drapery. I thought we could add a little drapery, make it a little more fancy or something. Get our fancy pants on. It's a fancy dinner. There's tomatoes and tomatoes. So I'm gonna cut around this top border here and just see if we can add it as an accent piece. Just to give it a little more. It's a quick collage, so we're not gonna go too crazy with it, okay? We always gotta keep that in mind, that these are just quick collages and we're just doing them for fun, and it's not gonna be super elaborate. Maybe someday I'll start making some more elaborate collages on this channel, but for now, I'm just doing them quick and fun because I just want to do the project. I want to start it. I want to finish it. I don't want to let it sit here. Then I'll lose my creative inspiration if I let it sit too long. So as you can see, there's text up here on the top, and there's text on the top of the other one. So that's going to be a little tricky. We're going to have to figure out how to get rid of that text. And then there's this text here, so I'm not actually sure. There's text down here too. What I was thinking is, let's go ahead and go half drape. We're not going to go full drape. If we got it, it's going to go on half of the collage. But this piece here, we may connect it to the other piece and get it to go all the way across the top or something like that. I don't know if it's going to be all off balance. We don't need symmetry, you know what I'm saying? This is not a perfect... Whoa, wait a second. Look at that delicious looking thing. We need the recipe. It may be down here. I'm saving that for later. I don't care. I'll take one of those lactose pills or something. I'll eat that still. So what I'm thinking is the text comes in right about there, right? Right about there, right? Or just right about here. And if that bumps right there, oh yeah, it should be perfect. Let's just cut this off. Try to get a good clean cut if we can. Oh, of course we can't. There it goes. All right, now we have a clean cut. Let's see if we do this and cover up that piece. Nope, why's that piece poking out now? We'll just cut that piece off too. We're gonna cut this off too. Let's just cut it right on the text. Right there. They'll come together almost right at the same spot. Something like that. You think you'll notice that? Well, you'll notice it because you know what we just did. The color's a little different down there, so I'm not really sure if this is gonna work or not. Let me put a piece of washi tape or something behind it and just keep it together, because there's not even much, if you were to glue it, there's not really much for you to hold on to either. Well, let's do the whole piece, and then we can cut off the extra of the washi tape or something. Not really sure, per usual, just kind of doing it. Never know what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Never really know, you just gotta try. Doo-doo. Lock it into place, But see, then I can't wrap the tape around to really make it good. I guess we could throw some glue on it. Cutting into our curtain. I'm doing all this work and I don't even know if I'm gonna use this piece, but It's fine, it's fine. Might as well just kind of tune it up a little bit, see what happens. Is that long enough for a piece of paper? I think that's longer than a piece of paper, right? It needs to be longer than this. It needs to be the exact width of this. Okay, it looks like it is longer than this piece. It needs to be the exact width because I was thinking it'd be like down here or something. I still think our cheese pile is too tall, so we may need to cut down our cheese pile. Okay, so I'm about to cut into this pile of cheese because it can't be this tall, and I think it's not as cool if I do it like this. Let me just cut that off so I know the height. There we go. So we know the height. I actually have this same advertisement in a different cutout. I already cut it out, so it came from this different magazine, but it's the same advertisement. Let's try to find where the center is, maybe. I think it's probably right about there. Let's try to make this cheese pile look like it comes up to that. Round off these edges here and make it look like a mound of cheese still. All right, it still looks like a mound of cheese. It still looks like a mound of cheese. It's a little uneven now, but that's okay. I think it's gonna work. Get all this extra cheese out of the way. We're gonna just dump that down there. I don't think we're gonna need that. Maybe we are gonna need that, but I do have this other piece. This is a main piece. It plays a big part in this collage, but it is not straight and it is not even. So let me go ahead and try to straighten this side up first. I don't want to lose a lot off of this side, but the other side, then we need to kind of balance it out or something. I don't know, I just have to straighten everything up. This one feels like it's crooked over here on the edge, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to line this up and see if I can straighten up the hand, and then we'll have a straight line, and then we can work from our straight line. But working all these crooked lines is really messing up my brain. Okay, I think this is the cut. This is a dangerous cut though, because I'm gonna cut into the hand just a tad, so I'm gonna push real hard. I'll push real hard. I'm pushing real hard. Oh, and it moved right at the end. That was not good, bro. Not good. Don't let it slide on you like that. Okay, I think it's good enough. I think it is working. Let's see if it's working. They just need to line up together or it's gonna look all awkward. Yeah, I think they line up good enough. Now this is probably gonna get stretched around. We have some other pieces to add. We're not even sure if this is gonna come into play. Let me look at this piece one more time. Hey, get out of here, mushroom. Okay, so I still have a couple more pieces to cut up. I gotta straighten up some lines. I gotta kind of figure out how it's all gonna come together. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You give me 1 second and I'll be back for the big reveal of our quick collage art piece. Well, okay, how do you like our quick collage art piece? I'm just joking with you. These are the pieces that we could not use in this collage just because they didn't fit right. But I do think I could use this hand for sure. I have an idea on how I could use that hand in a future collage. But are you ready to see the reveal of our quick collage art project? Are you ready? Boom, there it is. Check her out. She has tomatoes on the eyes. She's like the tomato queen. I'm not really sure. Or she's the pasta queen. But she has lots of cheese. She likes cheese on her meatballs and pasta. We still incorporated the mushrooms, trying to cover the sauce bottle over there. And then we got the hands up here about to eat this whole plate of pasta and cheese. When I saw this piece, I knew I had to incorporate it because she has pasta hair. Now, that's not normally what she looks like, but I kind of put it together like that, so it looks kind of crazy. She has the tomato eyes as well. I kind of put that together, just trying to make her look different, trying to make it look interesting. I wanted to play with some food. Even though our parents taught us not to play with our food today, I decided to play with my food, and look what happened. It's not glued down, so I gotta be careful, because if I move this table, it's just gonna fall all over the place. I decided not to glue it down. Maybe we'll use these pieces in the future. I'm not really sure. I just thought it was really fun. I thought it was really interesting, and I had to put it together real quick so you could see the big reveal. If you like this piece as much as I like this piece, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate that, and it helps out the channel. It helps our community grow. If you want to watch more quick collage art videos like these, there should be a playlist on the screen. You can go ahead and check those out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.